Hey everybody, welcome to etrailer.com. I'm Bobby, and today we're taking a look at the Konig self-tensioning snow tire chains with your Snow Pro and Easy Fit SUV hookup here. So here on our 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. Now this is going to be a really nice way of just throwing your chains on in no time flat. Probably one of the fastest ways of actually getting this installed, which is great. So if you really don't want to mess around with chains, you're tired of fighting it in that snow and the ice, these just might be for you. Going to make it really easy to throw these on in the morning in no time flat. Or if we do find ourselves somewhere needing to throw on chains on the side of the road, really not going to be that much of a hassle, which is great. You do have a manganese nickel steel alloy here, which makes it great and resistant to corrosion, making sure that our chains are ready to get used for the rest of the seasons. Now, one thing I'll say to it, little maintenance can go a long way. Rinsing off all those chemical agents, that salt, whatever else might be on the road, and just getting all that dirtiness off of it can be helpful. And then allowing it to dry properly. A little bit of oil and grease can go a long way in those winter months, but these guys are going to be of a really high quality. So Konig, really known for doing a great job with their stuff. You do have a small square link or D-link chain here today. So really not the most aggressive option out there. Still doing a great job though of biting through that snow and that ice. Now there are gonna be some chains out there that are gonna be your square link that are gonna be a little bigger than this guy. So if you guys are experiencing a little bit more heavy duty kind of snowfall or ice out there, you might wanna look at those. One thing I would suggest, maybe looking at a twisted link here. V-bars probably not gonna have the ratings or the size requirement in the back here with our Ford Bronco Sport. That strut sits very close on the inside of that wheel. So I would recommend, if you guys are looking for something a little bit more heavy duty, again, those twisted link or just slightly bigger square links. But again, I think these are gonna do an excellent job for ourselves. Again, they're just getting that traction control you're looking for. And you do have a diamond style pattern on here. What that means for ourselves, we're getting really good coverage of our wheel on the entirety of it, which is awesome. And we don't have any issues with our turning capabilities. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are comparing this to like a ladder style chain, what ends up happening, you have those hills and valleys, right, that you have to overcome. And every time you try to make those lefts or those rights, you have to accelerate just a little bit more, and that can reduce that turning capability. We're gonna have constant contact here, so we're not gonna be feeling that. And so we're gonna stay nice and low profile, not really impacting our drive, and not really impacting that turning radius, which is excellent. Couple things before we show you guys how to get this installed. One thing I'll say, if you guys want to, it does come with nice little plastic spacers. That can be excellent to go ahead and throw in here. Now today, we really didn't have too much contact here with the rim, so nothing I'm really concerned about. But as this goes ahead and actually starts tensioning itself up, you might see this just get a little bit closer on your wheel. If that is happening, go ahead, insert those plastic spacers. They take no time at all. They just kind of clip together, which is great. And do keep in mind, we are on a 225/65 R17 tire here today. So make sure we are putting our own tire size inside our fit guide here at etrailer.com. That way, you know you're getting the right fit for yourself. And Ford also does recommend to go ahead and put on two pairs of tire chains, one for your front and rear tires. That way, you're not impacting their sensors too wrong, as it is an all-wheel drive package, and that way we get there safe. To begin our installation, all we want to do is simply just go ahead, and all you really need to do at first is walk this guy out. What that's going to do, it's going to shift this kind of piston action up, get this out of the way, and that way later we can actually shift it down and we'll start adhering to ourselves. So all we have to do, go ahead, grab it like so, set it here on our tire, bring this guy around just like so. I just like going slow so I'm not slamming into my rims. And just start walking it around. We're just looking for a nice uniform fit here on our tire. Alrighty. Now the things we are kind of needing to watch here is on the back. We want to make sure that our ends are actually on the other side of our tire, because I'm going to be pushing this lever down right here, right? And we want these guys to actually pull themselves in and confine themselves to our tire. So we do have a really nice fit right now. Let's go ahead and try to give it a step. So we heard that click, heard that second click, and there we are. So very, very loose right now, but it is self-tensioning. So the last little step we need to do is just to go ahead and drive forward. This is actually going to self-tension to our wheel as we go down the road just a little bit. Now we don't have to go crazy speeds, just enough to go ahead and actually get it to start activating. Then let's recheck our connections to make sure we're nice and tight on our wheel, and we're good to go. Well, as I said, and we saw, that install really doesn't take any time at all, as long as we are making sure that that back connection gets on the rear of our tire. Going to be really easy to go ahead and give it a step. Now, I will say I'm about 6'1", 220 pounds or so I have a little bit of leverage leaning into that, but I honestly didn't really have too much trouble with it. And again, just kind of give yourself a push on the knee and really get it down there. And I just like how it's going to go ahead and actually tension itself to our wheel. We're going to have no trouble of actually having it on here. So that easy fit definitely was really easy, and I love to see that. Almost took me no time at all. It does come with this nice traveling bag, as you guys can see. It comes great to go ahead and kneel on and still show you guys how to go ahead and fit and remove it. Hopefully you guys are gonna have a way easier time now after watching this video, and removing it is really simple. Just go ahead and pull those out and get it undone. It takes no time at all. Walk off, and that way you can get it out, get it off our vehicle, get it nice and clean. Otherwise though, guys, I think that about does it for our look at the Konig self-tensioning low pro snow tire chains with the Easy Fit SUV here on our 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. I'm Bobby. Thank you for watching.